Guys, welcome to Gusto Reactions once again. Thank you so much for always liking and sharing, subscribing, telling everyone about what we do right here at Gusto TV. I've got Lala right here in the building. You're welcome, boss. Anyways, in 2011, 2012, there was a new wave of new artists in Nigeria, like Olamide, Wizkid, Davido. At that time as well, there was a very banging single that everybody was asking, what exactly is this song? Why is this song so amazing? Everybody wanted to party because we loved and liked to party at that time. Burna Boy came through with that song, Like to Party, under Aristocrat record. Before then, he had the Firewood EP and also Born Identity. That one featured Davido, Born Notice and Born Identity. Yeah, yes, Firewood is a song on one of the EPs as well. Burna Boy featured Davido at that time as well, and for a lot of people it was, oh, this guy is just talented, he's good. And then we had Tonight, the song as well. We had Yawa Day, we had Run My Race as well. In a span of 2, 3, 4 years, Burna Boy really was doing his thing. But for a lot of people, he wasn't really recognized then, but he was doing great music. People loved Burna Boy, but he wasn't rated at that time. Well,
the interesting thing about Burna at that time was, he said, like to party, people like to party, and it was different. It wasn't the fast-paced, things that were what we call high tempo. So it was just chilled and it was still danceable and people loved it.
Did you rate Burna Boy at that time?
No, he wasn't. It was part of the new crop of new. It was part of the new crop of new Nigerians who just, who just came on board and started doing Afrobeats newly. And then him then had comparisons to, well, I won't say he had comparisons to Maya. He didn't really, but then his style was similar. Like it had Caribbean vibes on it. And at the time he dropped that album, the Life album.
Life album, yeah.
Leaving an Impact to Eternity, or For Eternity or something like that. That album actually charted on iTunes then in Jamaica as one of the top albums. So yeah, he burst onto the scene, and because of his style and because of his roots in the UK, he was also able to get things going in the UK in terms of promotions, and people were able to notice him as an artist there. So that period was a starting point. It wasn't a matter of whether it was rated or not, because that album did win an award at the NEA Awards. I think it won one of the best album category or something like that. It was also nominated for Headies around that same period. So yeah, he signed his deal with Aristocrat was in 2012. And then he was able to produce this album, and I think one other album. Was it Outside or on the Spaceship? No, actually, it was just this album before he left Aristocrat. He left Aristocrat, then set up Spaceship. And then that's when they now came up with what's it called?
The album Outside, Redemption, on the Spaceship.
Yeah, around that period. But in terms of content, Burna was there from then to now.
Okay, so now Burna Boy as an artist did not really get rated. Even in in Nigeria, until that song You feel? Burna Boy, yes.
No, he was getting. Okay, now if you say he's not getting rated, but he was getting nominated for awards.
Yes, he was getting. When, okay, the Burna Boy that we have right now, you get, wasn't the Burna Boy that. It wasn't as if Burna Boy did not do the same. Burna Boy still does the same songs. Yes, the same songs.
No, well, if you listen to some,
bro, Run My Race. We can still compare Run My Race to one of the songs that he just dropped. Make una follow me, run my race, be like say. Yawa Day as well. Tonight is a song as well. Do you understand? I just kind of feel like the light was not beamed on him at that time because of the likes of Wizkid, Davido, Olamide. Tubaba was also still doing his thing at that time as well.
Well, I think I can agree with you on that.
Yes.
Because of the competition, then there were, several standouts, like you mentioned. And then he also might actually feel the same. He may not feel because it's competition, he may just feel because people don't like him and they don't rate him. And then his own local shine didn't come until, and now until when people outside of the country started to notice him. He himself also said that is when outsiders were not like him, that's when Nigerians want to
like him.
And then those are the kind of wrong things he shouldn't be saying out in the open, which led to management taking over some of his
And that was why I even called his fans outsiders, more like the guys outside, you know, not like
outsiders,
you know, like
people who are not what's it called? I think what he means by outsiders is people who are not
boxed.
They're not boxed. They don't
boxed into a corner and everything.
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So now, Burna Boy, you know, has spent about. This guy has spent about 8-9 years in the industry right now, you know, doing his thing. Right now, is even not the biggest, you know, Afrobeat star at the moment from Nigeria. Burna Boy is way ahead of his peers at the moment, doing not way ahead. Is currently one. Burna Boy is currently one of the biggest, if not the biggest, you know, Afrobeat artists from Nigeria at the moment. I have to rephrase that. Yes, shout out to the other guys. Now, there's been a lot of comparisons. Oh, this guy is my GOAT. This guy is my this man is my that, and everything. Burna Boy as an artist and all the things he's done, the records, Grammys, the BETs, and all of those things. Can we confidently say that Burna Boy is a legend?
Well, before I conclude, let me just state, some of my pointers to.
Oh, sure, why not?
Answer this question.
Please feel free.
Started off his first album, Life. Before then had 2 EPs, Born Notice, Born Identity. Yeah. He's had other albums in that time frame. He's had On Spaceship. Yeah. He's had Outside.
Yeah.
He's had African Giants.
Yes.
And he's had Twice as Tall.
Yes.
Now, African Giants.
There's a Redemption EP as well.
Yeah, there's an EP, Redemption EP. Yeah. African Giants nominated for the Grammys. They didn't win, but then if you look at the amount of bangers he had on that album, that's like world-class material on there. Yeah. Then he has Twice as Tall, which when it dropped was #1 in several countries. Also Grammy nominated yet again. Still regarded as one of the best projects out this year. If it's not 1, it's not 2, it might be 3, but just top 3 projects released this year. Yeah. And the height he has reached in the game, considering the fact that he's been at it since, let's say, 2010, 2011, but mainstream, maybe 2012.
18. Okay, mainstream, 2012.
2012 when Like to Party, dropped. So Burna has been dope, in terms of negativity in the industry. He has his own fair share as well, but every one of these top artists have had their own fair share of negativity in the industry. He might be the issue with Mr. 2K, his relationship with the general music populace in Nigeria. He has a love-hate relationship. Yeah. And then also in terms of features, if I count the amount of features that Burna Boy has appeared on and completely owned, like is a song, I'll give you some examples. Amara with Wandeko, and if you guys don't know, I think Yawade Wandeko was actually in that video. I think around that period was when Amara dropped.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And still, people will still play Amara in party sessions and people will sing along. Amara, Tabaviwa, and things like that. Yeah. He also featured on rap records. Burna Boy was rapping, was competing with Fino and MI on a particular record. That video is still in my head when I listen to it. There's lots of other ones. There's the Ayekpo Repete with Airboy. Airboy, yeah. He was there with Temper, with Scales. Yeah.
That's a jam.
He made that song a jam. His South African collaborations with AKA, although they had but All Eyes on Me, Burna Boy was killing it at that period.
Jerusalem the remix
with Master KG, Stormzy, and Ed Sheeran on it. That's one of the biggest songs he's appeared on. There's also the one with Sam Smith. And currently the one with Wizkid, the height that song reached, just because top 2, top 3 guys in Nigeria combined, they were able to get the song to the highest placing chart on the Billboard 100, Apple Music 100 as well. So they, in terms of quality of music, Burna Boy is there. In terms of longevity, consistency, he's there. With all these points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not confuse you that Burna Boy is indeed a living legend.
Okay, so a living legend is considered someone is considered a legend if you look at all sphere of his life, right? Now we've only talked of his career. Now we've only talked about Burna Boy as an artist right now. Now in terms of his person as Damini Eboluwa-Ogulu, in terms of his impact on other artists, in terms of how he's been able to raise other people up, in terms of generally apart from the music, if you consider all other factors, can we then truly say that he is actually a living legend?
Well, we can't use those other factors to now judge him as a musician.
But he's Burna Boy.
But don't forget that his job primarily is what? A music artist.
To make the music.
To make the music. He's not into the business of developing talent. He's not even the business of helping people. That's not his primary objective.
Yeah.
Those are just secondary to him.
Yeah.
But as a musician, if you're going to judge him, we'll say he's a legend. But if you now start bringing other aspects of his life into it, then probably we're not looking at it from a music perspective.
Okay.
We're looking at it from...
Okay, so let's keep it a buck and look at the music perspective right now.
I don't answer your question.
That Burna Boy is indeed a legend.
Yes, because he's still there.
Okay, so what would you say to convince those people who has been saying, nah, this guy is not actually a legend? Yes, it's not like those people don't, I've not seen all of this and that you just mentioned and everything, but they still say that, you know what, you can't say someone is a legend if he has some character defects, even as an artist.
No. Well, character defect has nothing to do with the music. It's the music that speaks for whatever, your impact in the industry as a musician, your songs, your albums. Look, how many of your faves have, what, 4 or 5 albums and 3 EPs in 8 years? No, come on, man. Burna Boy has albums. African Giant, Twice as Tall, Outside, On a Spaceship, Life. That's 5 albums. Then he has EPs.
Redemption, Identity, and Born Notice.
Born Identity, Born Notice. That's 8 projects. The only person that comes close that does this is Olamide. Any of your other faves don't have that. Wizkid has what? His
3 albums, yeah.
Ayo. And the current one, Made in Lagos.
Yeah, 2 EPs.
And he has 2 EP. What's the second one?
Oh, well, not 2 EPs, just 1 EP.
He has 1 EP.
Because the other EP is a Starboy EP.
What's the second EP?
Sounds from the other side.
Oh yeah, it has 2 EPs. What? That's what, 5.
Does he have 2 EPs? Just
yes.
That's a Starboy EP.
No,
the Soundman is a Starboy EP.
The money still goes to the same point.
Okay.
So yeah, he has 5. That's close. That's good. But that has 8.
Yeah.
Davido, an album, an EP, an album, and another album. That's 4.
4, yeah.
But if you count Olamide every year since when he died.
Shout out to Burna Boy on that one.
So yeah, Burna Boy in terms of longevity, consistency in the game, quality of music, still regarded as one of the best songwriters out of Nigeria. Yeah.
So what would you consider the biggest, greatest, the brightest moment of Burna Boy's career till date, and his lowest moment as an artist till date as well?
I think his biggest moment is the African Giant album surpassing 1 billion streams. I think I'll say that's his biggest moment as an artist. His lowest moment, I think that would be his issue with Mr. 2K. Because I still have reservations on how that whole thing ended, how it was squashed, and someone had to take a fall. The person who took the fall eventually was someone I knew, and I was not happy with that. I was not happy with that. But then it seems everything has been swept under
resolved and everything, yeah.
And resolved. But if indeed he was the one who planned whatever happened to Mr. 2K, then that's a low moment for him as a whole in the industry.
As a whole in the industry. Anyways, Burna Boy is the topic, and of course we've been discussing about Burna's legacy, Burna's influence, Burna's career so far from 2011 till date. 3 EPs, 5 albums from the Odogu himself. Burna has done quite a whole lot, in fact including the beef with Davido as well. That one is also there. But Burna has really done a whole lot, and Lala right here has said, you know what, this guy is actually a living legend. Yes, he is a living legend according to Lala.
I said so.
Anyway, for everybody that we've brought here, you've always said they are living legends. So who will you say, nah, don't be legend?
Give me a person where you think, say, I have a different opinion about it.
Okay, I know what to do. I'm going to bring some people.
Bring some people.
I'm going to bring some people. And then Lala will come and tell me here, or tell us here, that those people are legends. That's when you guys, you cannot have him for dinner. They will have you for dinner. All right, guys, thank you so much. It's been Gusto Reactions. Thank you for always liking and sharing. What do you think about the Burna Boy's legacy as a music artist, his career so far? Legend or not? Let's have you comment down below, and of course we'll be willing to reply to every one of you. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Before then, please continue to like, share, subscribe, and always wear your mask. COVID is very, very real. Please continue to stay safe, and God bless.